Hello. Today's scenario is, well, should I get the comment? The signature themes that are common to our group is we have a hard time with our feelings. I know we have feelings, but we don't, it's hard to go there. And so we function more in our heads, and then maybe speaking for myself, function more information, facts, logic. Those are the kinds of things that I go to, and that's kind of my protection. Although I do have a lot of feelings, I operate more in the head and logic. Jesse and I are brothers, and Dad died. And Dad raised us to be pretty tough. He was a tough guy, not super emotional. And now that he's passed, we need to determine what to do with the house, and we're having difficulty deciding, what to do. And it's just bringing a lot of conflict, and we're trying to deal with that. How to take care of Dad's possession, primarily the house. And so that's why we're here, seeking some help to get through this time.
And Todd is a therapist?
Yeah, Todd is our therapist, so we come to him for help, and we want him to fix us. We got to fix the problem so we can move forward.
On a side note, Dr. Harris McCoy, we are distant because of the distance rule that we have. So just in case it looks a little awkward, we're approximately about 6 feet apart from each other. And all right, so sure.
Just for the sake of the play, I'm 31 years old. I'm in my second marriage. I have a child who's 10 from my previous marriage, but he lives with his mom. And I work at Home Depot, and that's my profession.
I'm a successful businessman, and I've been married to one wife, and I'm 41 years old. I'm older, and I have things in order. I have kids that go to private school, and I have a wife that's successful also. So for me, it's my feelings is hiding them by being hard. It's just, as you would probably I would say, suck it up and march on. So, how do you like to say anything? Okay. So should we get started?
Go for it.
All right. So what brings you all in today?
Oh, we have our family member died, our dad, and we have he left a will to us, and so we need to come up with what to do with it, and so we can't really discuss it. So we can just agree to an agreement.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just like sell it and split it. Who cares? It's a house. So.
Okay, so we're talking about the house being sold?
Yeah, and other material things, right?
Okay.
And I'm just whatever, sell it, move on, let's move on so we can be done with this.
And then it's Dad's house. There's a lot there. We were raised there, and I see what he's saying, but I don't want to sell it right away. I think maybe we should kind of maybe think about it, talk about it a little bit more. But he just kind of wants to kind of make a business deal out of it, make money.
Just be done with it.
Just be done with it. Why dwell on the emotional things, And we don't need to go there. We can just, sell it, split the money, and invest that money. I mean, I think that's what Dad would have done. He would have said, like, hey, boys, just split it and go on, move on.
Well, we don't. That's why we're here. He didn't make it clear in his will what to do with it, so he left. And that's why we have to make a decision, and we have a disagreement.
Yeah.
And you always do this. You want to be right and make money, and you want to just take things over. And I'm just trying to.
Let me ask you a few questions here. First of all, how long ago did your dad die?
Was it like 3 months ago?
Yeah, three. I think we buried him. Yeah, about 3 months ago.
Yeah, and after we buried him, I went on a business trip. Like as soon as he was in the grave, I left. So this is the first time we've only talking on the phone, and
okay. So, I understand that the discussion is over the house, but how have you all dealt with your dad passing away?
I went to work.
You went back to work.
Mm-hmm.
So you went back as if nothing had happened.
Well, yeah, I mean, why dwell on it, and then be moping around? Just go back to work. Suck it up.
I understand.
Yeah, taxes and debt.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey,
So
it's all gonna happen.
it's all gonna happen. So just suck it up, and but he wants to be logical and think about, and I'm like, take the Band-Aid off.
Okay. So let me ask you the next one. I'll get to you. Just give me just a minute. Tell me about your father.
He was a hard man. He worked hard. I know I got beat up if I showed any feelings, because I was older. So if I cried or something, he would say, "I'll give you something to cry about." Yeah. And so, and I feel even comfortable telling you this, But
Say that again.
I feel uncomfortable telling you this.
Okay.
Just it's not something that I talk about, and it's not necessary. He did his thing, and I think it's worked for me so far.
Okay. But you talk about your dad being tough on you, and so what did your dad do for a living?
He was a pilot. He flew for an airline, so he was never home.
Gone a lot.
Gone a lot, and when he came home, he had to take care of business with us.
Okay.
And me being the oldest, I had to be the man of the house.
Okay.
And
Tell me about your perception and your life growing up with Dad.
Dad, like he said, he wasn't around a lot because he was out flying. But when he came home, he's right. He could be tough. He might have been a little tougher on him because I think he kind of looks at I was kind of more the baby, and so maybe he wasn't quite as stern with me as he was with Jesse. But he was still tough, and he was a good guy, and but we didn't do a whole lot of things together. He wasn't like. So, I don't know, I don't really know what else to say. I miss him, and I just want to do I want to do what's right by Dad. He's a good man, did his best, good provider, and I respected him.
Now, where's, not asked, where's Mom?
Well, she's passed away, right?
Yeah, Mom is, she passed away a long time ago,
Yeah.
and so that's why, so we were kind of raised, we kind of did things on our own. We did have, when Dad was gone, we did have, we did stay with Grandma and Grandpa would come, when they could, but we were pretty independent. I mean, I didn't we kind of raised ourselves, kind of.
So it sounds like you have a little bit more memories of the house, because when you talk about it being Dad's and the place you grew up in and so forth, it sounds like there's more memories there for you.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's where we did a lot of our, I mean, that's kind of where I played, I had a room there, there's a lot of memories there. I don't want to just throw that away.
What about you? What does the house represent to you?
Well, I had to raise him, and I had to make sure the house was secured and make sure the doors were locked and so taking care of business.
Okay.
So for me it was just a place that I had to do stuff. I didn't have the luxury of being the youngest kid and going out to play. I had to make sure that he had food and when Dad was gone, so for me I don't have like emotional memories. I just
nothing more than
business. That's what I
wood,
see.
brick,
Yep.
sheetrock, and
Yeah.
You don't remember, even when Dad would come in the backyard, we would throw the ball around a little bit. You don't remember any of that?
I remember that, but then on the side he would tell me, hey, when I'm gone, make sure you cut the grass, make sure you weed eat, clean the windows. You were running around, but I was doing, I was getting